So this is the brain, mammalian brain. So let us demonstrate the external structures of the brain. So the brain having two surfaces. So this is called as a dorsal surface, and this is called as a ventral flattened surface, and this is called as a anterior region, and this is the posterior region. So the next, so the brain having three membranes around itself. So they are called as a meninges. So their meninges are present on the outer surface of the brain. So the next to the, so these are the meninges. So meninges. So like this. So these are the meninges, layers. Next, so the brain having three divisions. So this is a forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. Forebrain. So the next one, middle. So this is a midbrain, and this is the hindbrain. So the forebrain having a majority cerebrum. So this entire portion is called as a cerebrum. So the cerebrum divides into two halves by a longitudinal sulcus. This sulcus divides the cerebrum into two lobes. So this is the right cerebral hemisphere, left cerebral hemisphere. So this is the forebrain, major portion of the brain. Next come to the midbrain. So this is called as a midbrain. So midbrain having four lobes, 1, 2, 3, 4, four lobes. So these four lobes are called as a so this 1, 2, 3, 4 lobes are called as a corpora quadrigemina. Corpora quadrigemina. So these two upper lobes are responsible for the optic lobes. So these are called as a optic lobes, and these two lobes are responsible for the hearing. So these are played an important role in the hearing. So they are played important role in the optic. Okay, na sensation, vision, etc., etc. And this portion is called as a hindbrain. Hindbrain consisting of, so the first one, pons varoli and medulla oblongata. Pons varoli, medulla oblongata, and third part is called as a cerebellum. Cerebellum, pons varoli, medulla oblongata. After medulla oblongata, so the nerve medulla oblongata, the spinal cord will be developed. So these are the external features of the brain. So again, we will find four types of lobes in the brain. So the first two, so these two lobes are called as a frontal lobes, and these two lobes, these two lobes are called as a parietal lobes, and these two lobes, bulged portion. So this one and this one. So these two lobes, 1, 2, these two lobes are called temporal lobes, and so these two lobes, 1, 2, these two lobes are called as a occipital lobes. Frontal, temporal, parietal, occipital. And your frontal lobes, parietal lobes, temporal lobes, occipital lobes. Continue, so the body parts can so this is the white portion. White portion. The white portion. So this is the white portion. So this white portion. See, this is the white portion, and white portion is called diencephalon. Diencephalon connects the two hemispheres like this. So this is this empty space having a red color tissue. This red color tissue is called as choroid plexus. So this choroid plexus will secrete the cerebrospinal fluid. This cerebrospinal fluid will protect the brain and spinal cord. So this here, this is the white color portion. So this white color portion is called as a diencephalon. So the diencephalon again divides. So this is called as a, this portion is called as a thalamus, and this portion is called as a hypothalamus. Just below the hypothalamus, a small granule-like structure is there. So this small granular structure is called as a pineal gland. Pineal gland. So this is the pineal gland. It is present just below the hypothalamus. This is the midbrain. Midbrain having four lobes. So 1, 2. So the upper two lobes are called superior superior lobes, and they are responsible for optic lobes. So these are called inferior lobes. Okay, na? In between the top superior lobes, see here a small grain-like structure is there. So this structure is called as a pineal gland. It is present just below the hypothalamus. So this is the hypothalamus. Below the hypothalamus, a small grain-like structure. It is called as a pineal gland. It is called as a master gland.